We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go. Go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd and 4. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Colts at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to...
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
I'm going to give a little credit here. I think he caught him by surprise with the quarterback sneak call there.
Yeah, he did. Still a yard shy, though, but able to get down to the 1. They go with Jacobs. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Returnable here from the 38. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a sensational return there on special teams. A foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A gain of 22.
On the ready. Blue striker.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
17.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Hooper. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready, set.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
22 needle. Right.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They'll go with a keeper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
That fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Steal. 560.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the set. 10.
Back to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. They'll look to throw again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Finding Pierce on the crossing route.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And that was just situational football 101 right there. Excellent decision to throw that one away. You know he would have loved to have converted right there.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so... interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams, 28 yards.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 13. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Colts pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. The 30, 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Okay, right.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yellow, go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, they've got... lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the Colts are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And they will take a knee here. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And remember, he had one blocked earlier.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,